Thank you, Toby. Thanks to all of you for coming out here today, because we are here at the birthplace of democracy. It started right here 250 years ago. And it is good to be here because this is a moment. It is a moment that demands truth. It demands truth about corruption, truth about greed, truth about injustice, about hate, about the top 1% of America holding 35% of our nation's total wealth. CEOs paid 290 times more than the average American worker. In just 3 weeks, Donald Trump's sons and family raked in $1.3 billion from a crypto company that only opened when Trump took office. CEOs have become chief extraction officers. The United States Supreme Court has given a green light to racial profiling, greed, corruption, injustice, hate. We simply cannot deny the darkness of this moment and the concentration of power in Donald Trump, in masked ICE agents and in billionaire CEOs. Too much is in the hands of too few, and too many have too little in our country today. But here in Lexington, here in Massachusetts, we do not bow to kings. We do not bend. We do not bend to authoritarianism. We don't believe in dictators. The nation we have loyalty to is the United States of America. And Donald Trump is a walking, talking constitutional crisis every day that he is allowed to be in the White House. Massachusetts is where the moral debates of our time start. We are where democracy was founded, right here. 250 years ago, the abolitionist movement, right here. The suffragette movement, right here. The same-sex marriage movement, right here. The universal health care movement, they all started here in Massachusetts. Massachusetts has always been on the front lines of democracy, and that's why Donald Trump has declared war on us, on Massachusetts, our economy, our workers, our schools, our way of life. Medicaid, gone. NIH funding, gone. Department of Education, gone. Due process and the rule of law, gone. The only thing that should be gone is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his ban on vaccines. Donald Trump does not want to make America great again. He wants to make America hate again. That is his idea of where our country should be going. But I believe that in every dark and chaotic hour of our nation's life, it is the strength and the resilience of our people that have led the way. When those Minutemen and women decided to take on the most powerful army in the history of the world, right here in Lexington and Concord, were they knocked down? Yes. Were they knocked out? No. They got up, they fought, and they won. When the abolitionists were knocked down, did they give up? No. They got up, they fought, they won. When the suffragettes were knocked down, did they give up? No, they got up, they fought, they won. When Martin Luther King Jr. and the Civil Rights Movement got knocked down, did they give up? No, they got up, they fought, they won. When Harvard and MIT were knocked down, did they give up? No, they got up, they fought, and they're going to win. And that's where we are today. We are knocked down, but we are not knocked out. We are going to stand up and we are going to win. And thank you for coming out today, because here in Massachusetts, we stand for what is right. We stand with trans rights and trans people because they are human rights. We stand with our educators, with our teachers, with our paraprofessionals in schools. We need more educational pipelines, not gas pipelines in Massachusetts. We stand with all of our federal workers who are being illegally fired. The only federal government employees that should be fired are the ones working in the White House. We stand with our immigrant neighbors here to make a better life. We say no to family separation. We say no to mass deportations of innocent people. No to mass ICE agents abducting our neighbors off of our streets. We will not stand for an occupied Massachusetts by Donald Trump. So here in Massachusetts, we do not coronate, we liberate. We don't agonize, we organize. And that's what's going on here today. So I'm here to ask every single person, are we going to fight for the future of our democracy? Trump wants to scare us into submission, but when he rolls back our rights, we roll up our sleeves. Are we going to fight? Are we going to fight the corruption and the lawlessness, the illegitimate Supreme Court, the tax-dodging corporations, impeach Supreme Court justices who break the law, subpoena and prosecute administration officials so that it's the rule of law and not the rule of Trump? That is what we're going to stand up for. That is what we're going to fight for. It all began here on the Lexington Green 250 years ago. And we are going to continue to stand up and to fight for democracy, fight for freedom, and fight to make sure that we do not have a king in the White House. We do not have a dictator telling us what to do. Thank you, Lexington. Thank you for being up and once again leading our nation. Thank you all so much.